Saruman's troops are heading from the east. Rohan and their dwarf and elf allies are coming from the west. It's a race to see who can get to the Crossroads first. In turn 1, the teams are just getting all their units in place. So we have the half-orcs coming from the southeast, the dwarves coming from the northwest. We have the Uruk-hai coming from the northeast, the elves coming from the southwest, and then Rohan's coming along the road from the west, and the orcs are coming in the road from the east. Notice we have the orcs getting ready to get on their wargs and become warg riders. Here's the end of turn 1, and we're ready for turn 2. The half-orcs move into place to block this line of advance. The dwarfs are moving. They're pretty slow. They only get that far, and that's important because this allows the Uruk-hai to get all their troops into place. The Uruk-hai commander puts 1 Uruk-hai at the end to prevent the dwarfs from getting around to the north, and then 2 are on the hill, and then we have the bulk of his troops, including his hero and his elite troops, blocking the north part of the Crossroads. Probably most importantly, he puts a skirmish line up here of 3 light Uruk-hai that's going to prevent Rohan from getting through, and that is huge because it's going to allow the evil troops total centralized control of the board. Now the elf archers do manage to pick off a few half-orc archers, which is now going to give them the complete advantage of the archery contest, and they go in for the attack. In come the warg riders. Rohan counters against the skirmish line. Here we see the battle, and they decimate those light Uruk-hai, but they did their job. It prevented Rohan from making it into the central part of the Crossroads. The half-orc commander sends a couple of his troops up to help plug the gap of Rohan here. And then in come the dwarves. And they do take out a couple elite units. The Uruk-hai counter back and take out a couple of elite dwarfs. It's going to be a bloodbath to the north. Now watch what happens to the south. The elf archers weaken the line, and then the spearmen go in for the kill. And at this point, it looks like the elves have blown a hole in the half-orc line, and they're just ready to advance into the Crossroads. But the problem is it's the orcs' turn, and the orcs send in their warg riders to the south, and 2 more warg riders to finish plugging the gap along with their orc hero against Rohan. And now the line is intact again, and that's very important in this battle. Rohan counters. Turn 4 ends. See the battle to the south, the battle to the west, and the battle to the north. Turn 4, we see more of the dwarf attacking to the north. They have now committed all of their forces. The Uruk-hai are going to counterattack, and it's pretty balanced in the north. To the south, it looks like the elves are going to dominate, but the orcs get to bring in the rest of their troops, plugging all the holes again. And I want to point out something really important that's going on in the middle. You see the Rohan hero is in this V formation. Look what he's up against. He's up against the half-orc hero, the orc hero, and a warg rider here. That's not very good odds for the Rohan hero, and he's gone. They take him out, and that's a game changer over in this neck of the woods. Rohan counterattacks. So it's now the end of turn 4. Team Evil has successfully kept their lines intact, preventing all Good's forces of interacting with each other. A close-up of the battle to the west. So let's take a look at the situation at the end of turn 4. And we move into turn 5. More fighting between the dwarfs and the Uruk-hai. The elves are successfully killed 2 of the wargs to the south and 2 of the goblin riders. Once again, it looks like the elves are going to do pretty well to the south. But Rohan is starting to run out of people. They commit the rest of their troops at this point. At the end of turn 5 in the south, and to the west, and to the north. The panoramic view we see to the south, to the west, and to the north. Team Evil is able to keep their line intact. Turn 6, the battle continues. The Uruk-hai hero is going to take out one of the elite archers. And to the north, the bloodbath continues. It looks like the Team Evil has the upper hand to the north. Now, at this point, I think the elves made a crucial mistake. Thinking about this in hindsight, what the elves should have done is they should have moved in position behind Rohan, so you had the line of the heavy Rohan with the elves behind them. But in the heat of the battle, they saw so many good targets in front of them, they decide to take out as many as they can, but the problem is their line is now gone. And that's a big part of this battle, is to have these unguarded archers here are easy pickings for Team Evil. It's the end of turn 6. To the south, to the west, and to the north, there's not much of a line left. And it looks like gaps are starting to fill between the lines, and we'll see if Good is going to be able to take advantage of that in turn 7. At this point down here, you'll notice the elf hero and the half-orc hero are going at it. They're both weakened at this point. They're running out of hit points, but they're still at it. We finish turn 7, and all that Good has down, and the elves have their hero and 4 archers. In the middle, all Rohan has are 3 men. The dwarf is down just to the dwarf hero. Still see semblance of a line here for Team Evil, but the whole line has got gaps in it, and that's going to change the rest of the game. Okay, look down here at this elf hero being attacked by a fully healthy Uruk-hai hero here, plus an elite Uruk-hai there. And they take out the elf hero. The elf archers are going to take out the half-orc hero. Orcs are going to try to take out the dwarf hero, but they fail. In fact, the dwarf hero actually takes out one of the orc attackers there. End of turn 8, and all the elves have are the 4 archers. Rohan has 3 troops, and then the dwarf hero. That's all that's left for Team Good. Turn 9. The dwarf comes down to try to take out the Uruk-hai, fails to do so. And now they try to take out the dwarf hero. They fail to do so. The elf archers take out one of the elite troops, and Looks like we still could have a good game going on here. Rohan, I mean, we're just taking troops off each other. Here's the end of the turn. The 4 elf archers. Turn 10. Now at this point, there may have been a mistake. This guy, the dwarf, tries to take out little orc up there, and he fails to do so. And then the dwarf hero is finally gone. For the first time, points really play a role in this. At this point, Team Good has 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and Team Evil has 4 points. The elves realize the time is running out, and they run around trying to pick up these 3 points because that would give them the victory. Turn 11. Notice here, the orc hero contests this hill as well as contest the hex, and that was an important part of this game as well. So if you think of it, this Team Evil has their orc hero and their Uruk-hai evil against 2 light elf archers and a Rohan heavy. The heavy is gone, and the odds are really against Team Good at this point. Take out 1 archer and the other, and the game is over. We can look at a chart that shows how this game progressed. On the bottom we have the game turn, and we have a score going up and down. 0.5 means it's a tie. This line here represents a very, very close game, whereas this area up here represents Team Evil winning, down here represents Team Good winning. And if you look at the game, first of all, Team Good started off very well, and they were able to get the skirmishers. They were able to deal damn big blows to the half-orcs. Team Evil came back in here, but notice what happened. At this point, Team Good had more points in the game, but they were scattered, and a lot of them were archers. Archers are easy pickings if they're isolated, and that's exactly what happened. And in the end, Orc Hero and the Uruk-hai Hero could just keep picking off these units one by one until they wiped them all out. I hope you enjoyed this game, this analysis of the game. But part 3 might be the most entertaining part, and that's where we do an animation of the battle for the Crossroads. Thank you for watching.